looks like a bet winner to me, Una. I'll do all I can to make sure it's not. What a morning.
What a morning.
This is what it's all about.
A 60-pounder would take some beating, but we still had a fair few days left of this epic adventure.
You might think we're mad packing the boats up and leaving this swim after what Spoon has just caught. However, this is all about the adventure. Damien, let's go.
So it was adieu to our first swim and onwards into the unknown.
Here we go. We're here. This feels like paradise to me. It's very quiet. There's no swimmers, no sailboats, no nothing here. Feels perfect for a load of big carp. And our new home. And to be honest, it looks like a lovely little bit of land set up camp as well. So that's it, Damien. Just trip me up. It's so different to the other spot, isn't it?
Totally different.
Yeah. OK, so you start getting some of the kit out.
Do you just want to do it all for us?
No.
OK.
I don't.
Once all the gear was unloaded, we marked out the likely-looking spots. With a large bay to left and a long reed line to our right, there was plenty of features to choose from. The right-hand side of the swim had a slight advantage, as it would intercept carp moving from the main lake into the bay, so it was time to go toe-to-toe to figure out who gets first pick.
What are we doing about swims?
Well, I'm going to be a real gentleman. I'm going to let you choose whatever side you fancy.
That's very nice of you.
Well, I've had a 60-pounder.
You have. I don't care now. You're on your holly bobs.
I'm on my holly bobs.
Seeing as I'm on the right already, and I really like the right-hand spots, I've gone right-hand side.
No, that's fine. I've heard that all of the real big ones hang out in this bay, so that's fine with me.
Right, 70-pounder bay, is it? Yeah. Nice. Just about like that.
As the light faded, we rushed to get our rods out of spots, and as Spooner drove his boat round in circles, I started to worry that the heat might be getting to him. Fishy, 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 fishy.
That always helps.
Does it?
Yeah, always.
First night on the new spot. And we got one. Oh, that's a big old catfish.
It turned out to be another kick in Dovey's veneers. But that's the thing with catching catfish. Once bitten, forever smitten.
Oh, God, it bit me. It just bit me. It's a really hard task now beating you in this bet, isn't it? It's not impossible, because anything can happen because it's fishing, but it's difficult.
Yeah, I've never bet against you, but in this situation, I reckon I'm doing all right.
The rest of the morning passed without a single sign of life. And as Spooner brushed up on the waterway code, I almost missed the tourists. Actually, no, that's a lie.
It was a big gamble moving to catching the 60-pounder, and we were beginning to question our logic.
I think it's fair to say it's not gone as we hoped.
Well, it's hard to tell whether it's still going to pay off or not, I think. Because we can go down and dive the spots, we should do that. Go down and check, see if there's bait there, if it looks like there's been any signs of fish. If there has, then we stay. If there's no signs of fish and all the bait's still there, then we up sticks, boat, get on our toes and have another little adventure elsewhere. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Serious stuff now, Spoons. I want a bigger.
Oh, well, that reminds me.
You do, mate.
Just Googling most expensive restaurants in France.
Easy,
Nice to be prepared for it, mate.
You want to spend a lot of money then, do you?
I want to spend a lot of your money.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cheers, yeah, nice one.
After a quick flick through the local Michelin star guide, it was down to the lake bed to look for signs of carp.
It turned out it wasn't just Neil's tattoos that were a cause of concern. How's it looking?
Bleak?
Yeah, it looked like it by your face.
Yeah, just checked. 2 round here. Water's clear, rigs intact, bait still all looking lovely. No carp bay.
No. So, after Neil's bad news, I went to take a look and see if things were any better on my spots. Well, for starters, the carp feed, they murk up the water, and the water is now so much clearer than when we first got here. I can see down in 15 foot quite clearly. That, along with there being almost no bait disappearing off the spots, it's pretty much all still there. I'm sure signs that there's no carp around. Giving this spot even another second would be a waste, and I was determined to win this bet. Off on another adventure?
I think so, mate. Gambling this swim hasn't paid off, but we shall go looking for another one.
We shall find Neil.
Damien had 1 swim left for us up his sleeve back on the south side of the lake, but it was a big gamble.
Known hotspot, but it came with a catch. The sheer amount of weed in the area can make the carp very easy to lose. There isn't many options where we can fish, but this seems like a really good one. There's loads of weed about, so we've picked somewhere that looks like it's going to be the home of some carp, and this is it. So, should we get the rest of the kit out?
Okay.
Or some of the kit out?
Yeah, come on.
I've done some moving.
We had earmarked a few spots on the way in, but the weed was out of hand in this area, which made it very appealing to carp, but incredibly challenging for us anglers. And the weather was starting to turn in the right direction too. The stars seemed to be aligning for a perfect end to a perfect trip.
Starting to do my head in now, being so close to Spooner all the time at the beginning of the trip. It was like we're best friends now, like, really great. I miss that stupid hat, I think. Nice, this Spoons, isn't it? Being together again.
Lovely.
We've never been so close, have we?
So, for the 3rd time this trip, we set out looking for the perfect spots.
And due to Neil's inferior boating skills, I had to help him. Do you need a bit of WD on this? Say thank you.
Clenched then. It's going to knock him out.
He thinks he's got a tattoo.
I am hard, I've got a tattoo.
You're looking absolutely... It's like an aquarium out there. You can see the weed all the way to the surface. And these perfect little spots, about that big, like dinner plates. You can just drop the lid on them, put a handful of bait around them, and hope that the carp are going to come around the weed and have a little schnuffle. No fish.
No fish.
Why haven't you bought me some tea or coffee or something?
Well, I bought it to you the first morning. It's never been reciprocated, so...
Oh.
There's your answer.
Like that, is it?
Mm-hmm.
There was a massive catfish literally like 10 yards out.
Hear it gulping?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd it go?
I could hear it skinning the frogs or the little fish or whatever they were. Get the life out of me. Do you know the other nice thing about today?
Go on.
Cloud cover.
Yeah.
Makes you think we might get one in daylight hours.
And by we, Dovey meant me. I was away again. We said there was definitely fish present,
I'm just praying that because I've only put tiger nuts out, that it's a carp. It's got to be a carp. Come on.
It was the penultimate day of the trip, and much to my annoyance, Neil was in again.
Slow down there, please, Tom. See me lead or not. Here we go. Come on. You look like a carp to me. Look like another mirror. Cheers, mate. There he is. Look like a bad fish. Tom, you got a net in here? See, look at the shoulders. A big fish. Yes. Yes.
Get in there. Yes. Yes. One from a new swimmer.
Oh, mate.
Yes.
Yes. This is the adventure. New swim, big chunky mirror, boat battle with your mates.
It is smack on £49. Neil.
That will do me.
What a carp that is.
We came here dreaming of leaving with this sort of result, and when it's actually in your net,
Special moment again.
very special. Let's have a look at it.
Especially after the move, effort equals reward all of the time.
All of the time.
Look at that.
That is a proper big pit, dark, deep bruiser.
Well done, mate, again. I'd like to have caught him. He's a nice one. He's a nice one. As the weather worsened, my spirits lifted, as not only would it increase the chances of a bite, but lake rules finally permitted the use of brollies. It's so nice having a house. To have spent the best part of 2 weeks with no shelter and then to finally have one up. It feels lovely.
It's barely raining. I've got a waterproof cover here and nature's bivvy above me. Don't know what he's worried about. Messing up what little hair he's got left on his head. Still looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's nice to get away from that sun. I love the sun, but...
Yeah, it's been unrelenting the whole time we've been here, though. It's quite nice to be able to sit here and not just be sitting as a sweaty mess.
It's the first time I've really fancied a cup of tea.
Yeah. It's because it's carpy.
Oh.
Really are in the home straight now, aren't we, mate? Not long left at all.
No, there's enough time to get another big one, though.
Yeah.
Can I catch it?
Going on, like, current performance, I'd say no.
Probably not.
But I hope you do.
£60 for...
What an equaliser.
What do we do if we draw?
We just go Dutch, mate.
I'm not doing that, mate.
You not heard go Dutch before, have you?
No.
No.
What's my missus had? The afternoon went, and then the night came, and then so did the morning, without a bleep between us. But at least the rain was getting heavier. You right there, Spoons? Getting a little bit wet there, are you? We were into the final 24 hours of the trip, and although time was running out, seeing Spooner get soaked reminded me of some other highlights. Just had so much fun. I've enjoyed seeing Neil catch some ridiculous carp, and I've enjoyed catching some myself as well. But the adventure across the lake, seeing the most beautiful carp lake I've ever fished, actually, from lots of different angles, and catching some amazing carp along the way has just been unbelievable. So even though I haven't had a hatful of fish at the back end of the trip, I still feel like there might be one just before I go.
I think when we came on this venue, we both really hoped we'd catch a £40 apiece, and that's happened. So We are going to leave ridiculously happy. Beating the odds and having that 60-pounder it really is a fish of a lifetime. I know I keep saying it, but that's exactly what it is. But you know what? If the lake could just give us one more offering and it happens for Dovey, I'm going to be fuming. It's not very often you get to beat him, I tell you.
Thank you very much. Give me a cup of water.
It's the end of the trip, mate. Supplies are low. It's literally what we're down to.
Well, cheers then.
Cheers.
It's probably warm as well, is it?
Tepid. It is tepid.
No, it's like a bath.
We're almost done, aren't we?
We are, unfortunately. It's been such a good trip. But you know what it's like? You always want one more, and I definitely do. I don't feel like I've had sort of a hatful at the back end of this trip, so I really, really, really want to get one now.
But we've come here, we've only had one bite. It's £49.
So the average here is £49.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That is
What a spot.
Yeah, which makes me want to get a bite even more, you know. You think if you get one, it's going to be a real big one, so it's just about time now, if we've got enough of it. So as we went into the final 12 hours, our fate was in the hands of the carp gods. I find myself playing a carp on the final night, and I so dearly want one. First of all, please be a carp. Second of all, please go in the net. Just drifting now over the back of the weed. We're probably 30 or 40 yards out from the bank. Coming towards where the fish is in the weed. It's always so nervy playing them like this because you're basically playing weed until you get out above it, and then you don't know whether the fish is on until you free everything out of it. Nope, there is definitely something on. Please, please, a big carp pop up. Come on. Is it a carp?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. He is. That. Yes! Come on, you beauty. Yes! I cannot believe I've got a fat old mirror in the net on the final night. I so wanted one. And now we can wake up in the morning with a carp. What are you saying, Neil?
I am so pleased for you.
Oh. Yes!
He is £47.
What a lovely way to finish. Oh. There is a God.
You deserve that, mate.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I am. I am happy.
Yes!
What a way to end the trip.
Dovey was like a kid waking up on Christmas morning. Too bad for him, it turned out to be Groundhog Day.
We got a final fish, Neil.
We did, mate.
Look at him. Do you know what? He looks very, very similar to the one you had, doesn't he? It is, isn't it?
It is, mate.
Do you know what? I saw you with it and I thought, I really want to catch that, so I targeted it.
Well played.
Thanks.
Well done.
That is crazy.
Being the exact same fish is one thing, but it's actually lost a bit of weight too, so I caught it bigger. How embarrassing.
Big old fat mirror to finish the trip. And what a trip it's been. We literally couldn't have asked for anything more. This is the kind of fish we were dreaming of catching. So to have caught the 60-pounder as well, it's just been ridiculous. It really has been.
Mate, it is cliched, but it is literally one of the best venues, best trips I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, true. I've loved every single minute of it.
Look at him.
None more than this one. Mwah! Thank you, old boy. We did say there was less fish in this area. It turns out there might have only been one. Oh, love it. Mega trip, mate. Well organised.
Let's get the rods in. I am stuffed. I should not have had the caviar, the Chateaubriand, and the lobster. It's too much.
No, do you know what, though, mate? It was worth every penny, wasn't it? If the fishing wasn't so good, I'd have said that was the best part of this trip, but the fishing was just amazing, wasn't it?
That 60-pounder,
Yeah.
just, even now, it's just ridiculous.
Out of this world, really, when you think about it. Now you can reflect on it. It's like
Yeah.
utter madness, isn't
It
it?
is.
My favourite part of my trip was catching the same fish as you the last night at a lower weight. That was a nice touch,
That
wasn't
was
it?
lovely. Shall we cheers to that?
Cheers to that, mate. Thank you very much for an amazing trip. Here's
Thank
the
you,
next
mate.
time. Oh. Thank you very much. You must eat.
Cheers, mate. Get another bottle of drink, shall we?